Have you ever taken a pregnancy test and noticed a faint line? And you wondered, is this a positive sign or is this a joke? Don't worry, you are not alone. Many people have gone through the same process and they also wonder the same. Today, I'm going to share with you the science behind pregnancy tests and mistakes that you need to avoid. So if you're interested in this topic or you've ever been in this situation, keep watching because this video will save you a whole lot of stress. First of all, have this at the back of your mind that the goal of every urine pregnancy test is to detect HCG in your urine, human chorionic gonadotropin. This is the hormone that is usually produced during pregnancy. Whenever you get pregnant, this HCG will be produced and it is what usually causes your test to turn positive. How does this HCG come about? The moment your egg gets fertilized by sperm, then the egg finds its way into your uterus. And once it gets into the uterus, it implants inside the uterus. This egg that is now called embryo establish connection with the mother's blood. The cells of the egg will start to produce HCG. And once the production starts, HCG will be released into the bloodstream. And once it gets into the bloodstream, it can find its way anywhere. Then, when it reaches the kidney, HCG can be released in the urine. Remember, the kidney is responsible for secreting urine. So, if this HCG hormone reaches the kidney, it can be excreted in the urine. That is why pregnancy tests can be done using either blood or urine, because the goal is to find out HCG, if it is there or not. When you take a pregnancy test, that test is just looking for a certain level of HCG in your urine. If that level is high enough, that shows that the test will turn positive, meaning that you're pregnant. But what happens if that level is just barely above the threshold, meaning that when you see that faint line, what do you do next? So is that faint line a sign of positive results or negative? My dear, that faint line is not always a guarantee of positive results. It can be positive, yeah, there's no doubt about that, and it may also be false. Okay, let me explain it this way. You are going to do a pregnancy test, and normally the positive result will show two lines. You see that first line that is thick, it is called the control line, and it is to tell you that that test is working. Now you see that second one that is faint or either thick or faint, it is the one that affirms that okay, you're pregnant. Mind you, when you see that faint line, it does not necessarily mean that the test is not working or it's broke down or it is not accurate. What makes this thing more confusing is the fact that you can even find HCG in your urine even though you are not pregnant. Let me tell you some situations whereby you can find HCG in your urine. The first common one is pregnancy. Pregnancy is the only, HCG is one of the only revealing sign that you're pregnant. Apart from pregnancy, what other ways can you find HCG in your urine? Just get this right. This is very important. One, if you are taking a medication that contains HCG, then it is very, very likely that you find HCG in your urine. Two, HCG is usually used in the treatment of fertility issues. So if you have recently received an HCG injections, then there is also likelihood that there will be HCG in your urine. And the third one here is very rare. That is if the person have HCG in their body due to medical condition, underlying medical condition. Now, let's go back to that faint line. What causes that faint line to be faint in the first place? So one reason for a faint line is if you are trying to carry out that pregnancy test at a very early stage. For instance, during the time that the egg is getting implanted in the uterus, then you go and carry out this pregnancy test. The line will be thin. It will be faint because this HCG is not yet pronounced. The concentration is still low. So you cannot expect a dark line at that moment. Another reason for a faint line is if the urine you want to use to test is diluted. For example, the normal color of urine, golden amber color. At least if your urine is pale yellow, like clear, you cannot expect the actual result you want. That is why it is usually advised that you should carry out your urine test early in the morning, very early in the morning, because by this time you are dehydrated. You don't take water since night before. Throughout the night, no water till the morning. Then your first morning urine, check it out. It is going to be darker yellow color. That is the best urine that you can use to detect this. Another reason for a faint line could be a sign of chemical pregnancy, which is a very early miscarriage. You may also have HCG in your urine if you have hormonal imbalances like PCOS. Sometimes ovarian cysts may release HCG even if you are not pregnant. So if you see a faint line on your pregnancy test, the best thing is just to take another test few days later, be 10 days, 14 days, at least after your ovulation, just for better results. Seeing a faint line on pregnancy test can be so confusing, but it is not always a guarantee of pregnancy. The best thing you could just do for yourself is to understand how pregnancy tests work and those factors that can influence the results, and that is what we've explained in this video. I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments. Have you ever seen a faint line on your pregnancy test? How do you react? Do you even understand how it works? What are the things that prompt you to want to know or learn more about pregnancy tests? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for more information about pregnancy, click on the playlist right here to learn more and better. And please like this video, share to those who you think might need it, and subscribe to the channel to support me. And until next time, don't forget, your health is my mission. So please keep thriving.